Hi, I am Pallavi SS from Kerala University College of Teacher Education, Nedamangad. In this session, we will be discussing about water and some of its properties, which is selected from the unit Water of Part 2 Basic Science textbook for Standard 8. Water is a precious natural resource, isn't it? Can you imagine a life without water? No, right? Water is the cause of origin of life on earth. Around 65% of bodies of plants and animals contain water. Water is essential for sustaining of life. Water is not only essential for sustaining of life but also for agriculture, industrial purposes, energy production, transportation, etc. We use water for various purposes in our day-to-day lives. We get water in larger amounts from different natural resources, wells, rainwater, oceans, lakes, streams, rivers, etc. are some of the sources of water. Boiling point of water, an important property of water. When we take some water and heat it while regularly observing its temperature, we can see that at a particular point the temperature remains a constant. What happens at this constant temperature? Yes, water starts to boil. So, what is the boiling point of a liquid? The boiling point of a liquid is the temperature at which a liquid starts to boil at normal atmospheric pressure. For water, the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Have you ever experienced a steam burn? It's very painful, right? Why steam causes more severe burns than boiling water at the same temperature? As I told earlier, when we heat water at 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature remains a constant even if we continue heating. So where does this extra heat is gone? This extra heat is utilized for converting water into water vapor, that is change of state. So the steam contains this extra heat which is its latent heat of vaporization, and this is why steam causes more burns compared to boiling water at the same temperature. Is there any change in the boiling point of water with pressure? The answer is yes. First, let us consider low pressure regions. That is, at high altitudes, the pressure will be less. Okay, so when pressure decreases, the water boils at a temperature below 100 degrees Celsius. So, what in the case of high pressure? Let us consider the example of pressure cooker. Almost all of us use pressure cookers at our homes. It will reduce the time for cooking. How this happens? Because inside pressure cooker, the pressure is very high and water boils at a temperature above 100 degrees Celsius, say 120 degrees Celsius inside a pressure cooker. So this is why most of us prefer pressure cooker for easy cooking. So what we can consolidate from this is, as pressure increases, the boiling point of water increases and also vice versa. Next is evaporation, another important phenomena we all are familiar with. We may have come across different instances of evaporation, such as drying of wet clothes, drying of water spilled on the floor, making of salt, formation of rain, and so on and so. So, in all these cases, water becomes water vapor. Are these happening at 100 degrees Celsius? Because we already mentioned that water changes to water vapor due to boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. But in these cases of evaporation, is it happening at 100 degrees Celsius? No, at some temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius, isn't it? So, what is evaporation? It is the process of conversion of a liquid into its vapor. Next is freezing of water, another important phenomena. What is freezing? It is the process of a liquid changing into its solid state. In case of water, it is the process of water becoming ice. At what temperature does it occur? Yes, at 0 degrees Celsius. Then what is the freezing point of a liquid? The freezing point of a liquid is the temperature at which a liquid freezes to solid at normal atmospheric pressure. For water, the freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. Have you seen ice floating in water? If not, please try. Usually when a liquid becomes its solid, it becomes more dense and sinks in the liquid. But in case of ice, it is directly opposite. That is, when ice is put in water, it does not sink, else it floats on the surface of water. Why does it happen? Because when water becomes ice, the volume of water increases and the density decreases. This is why ice does not sink in water but floats on the surface. Also, we do not completely fill glass bottles with water when kept in freezer. Why is this so? Yes, as already told, the volume of water increases when it becomes ice. So, if we completely fill the glass bottles with water, the volume of water increases while freezing and there is chances of breaking of the glass bottles. Next is surface tension, another important phenomena. So this is not only for water but it is exhibited by most of the liquids. So have you seen small insects walking on the surface of water? Nowadays such experiences are rarely observed. Or can you place a small piece of blade on the surface of water? In this picture, instead of blade, a paper clip is given. Both are almost similar. So, how does this happen? Because water is a liquid which exhibits surface tension. So, surface tension is a force acting on the surface of a liquid, and due to this force, the molecules at the surface are attracted more towards the sides and towards the inside. Due to this, the water surface acts like a stretched membrane or a stretched film. So this is how the blade or the paper clip or small insects can walk on the surface of the water because water is a stretched membrane. Also, another question related to the same phenomena is, why do water droplets assume spherical shape? Why can't it assume another shape such as a rectangle or a triangle or any other shape? This is because due to surface tension, the water molecules are attracted towards the sides and towards inwards. So, this force, that is surface tension, tries to reduce the surface area of the liquid. So, for a liquid, the surface area is minimum when it is in spherical shape. This is why water droplets assume spherical shapes. Next is water pollution. There is no need of much discussion in this topic because we all are facing the serious ill effects of many pollutions, also water pollution. So we already know the different causes which is leading to the pollution of water and other natural resources such as industrial waste, domestic waste and many other reasons. And we cannot blame anybody in the pollution of natural resource because we all are responsible for polluting different natural resources and the depletion of resources. So the major insight we should draw from this topic is, we all are responsible for preventing further pollution and protecting our natural resources from being polluted and to use these resources wisely and sustainably for preserving it for the future generations also. So we should aim for a sustainable development. So this is the main point you have to learn from this topic. That is why this is introduced in your content. So that's all about today's session, and thank you.